I love Expedition 33, and here's why. This should kill, man. This should fucking kill. God damn, bro. Oh my fucking god! Holy fucking shit! What the? Oh my god! That was so sick! That was the sickest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life! The end to this boss fight solidified my love for this game. Witnessing that spectacular, that epic ending to that boss fight, whew, it made me fall in love with this game.
Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Damn.
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Louvier now.
Now, I don't know if this is like a brand new genre, right? But we got ourselves, what, a French RPG, right? I mean, something like this has never been done. I do recall that the director got a lot of motivation from Final Fantasy VII back when it was like the OG, right? But the director has always been a fan of turn-based games. The mechanics, man, I really dig the mechanics of this game. For those of you that haven't played it, yes, this is a traditional turn-based game, but it throws in, there's dodging, there's parrying, you got like gradient counters, you got gradient attacks, you got jumping in a turn-based game. Yes, it's not just a point and click kind of game. You really have to be strategic. And then when it comes to the parrying, man, I always parry. I've never dodged, not once in this whole game. Bro, she was so close to dying. I gotta make the comparison for all my people that play the fighting games, right? Street Fighter 6 got the parry system now. You can hold down a button in Street Fighter 6 and it'll parry, but it'll leave you like wide open, right? But you got perfect parry in Street Fighter 6, and you know you landed that perfect parry when you hear the little kind of noise, and then you're able to sort of like counterattack right after that. All right, you almost gotta be frame perfect when you hit those perfect parries in Street Fighter 6. This feels the exact same thing in Expedition 33. You almost have to be frame perfect in order to hit those parries. And the thrill of those parries, man, is what keeps me going when it comes to the battles. I love fighting in this game, man. And when you get a parry off and then the counter right after that, it feels so good. It feels so good. I'm not kidding you. I be sitting here with my controller and I'm like, got my finger right here, and every time when I see the parry coming, it's like I'm timing it and then I go, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm not joking, especially when there's a life or death situation. Like, you know, if you don't parry this, you're gonna die. All right, I sit here just like that. I'm not joking.
Do you mind if I play here?
Wait, this man plays the piano? Oh my gosh. Wow. He just spawned in a baby grand piano. You know, I'm a huge sucker for a game that has very good, very rich, deep story. It's one of the reasons why I love Final Fantasy games so much. more specifically Final Fantasy VII, of course, with the remake and rebirth. I truly love Final Fantasy VII games, but this right here, when it comes to storytelling, I say it'd be right up there, man. Like, the storytelling in this game is phenomenal, and I loved it from beginning with all the homages. And when Gustav lost Sophie, man, like, that shit was like so sad. Okay, and that's not really a spoiler because the game is doing successful. Okay, and if you haven't played the beginning of the game, man, which you probably have already done, I mean, yes, but in a sense, you really don't know what I'm talking about, homages and all that kind of stuff. But that part was sad. That part was sad, man. And the whole thing with the paintress, it's like I set out on this journey to find out why the paintress was doing what she was doing, man, because I really wanted to know. I really wanted to know.
So, if I want to kill Renoir, I have to kill the paintress first. What's your name?
Versa.
I love how when it comes to the characters, you're able to customize them. That's one big thing. I mean, I really didn't think I was gonna like love it so much when it comes to cosmetics. I'm not a huge fan, but it really is fun when you find new outfits, new hairstyles, and you switch them out with the characters. I have found quite a bit. Right now, I'm currently rocking the sort of casual wear. All right. I don't want to show my screen because there is like a mild spoiler if you haven't gotten through what is like Act 1. So I don't want to show my screen fully when it comes to like the characters and stuff like that. I don't want to spoil it for people. But let me switch the screen right now. I can kind of show you what my characters currently look like. These are like casual wear for bothUne and Ciel. This is Mael. Okay, this is her. Now, again, I'm not going to give away what happens, but Mael sort of discovers her true self, and this is the result. I love the new look for her. I absolutely adore it. She looks incredible, and so I'm never changing this outfit. I'm never changing it. But that really shows how much these characters really do touch you as the player, because you want each of the characters like to really like triumph, right? Like to go through their own trials and tribulations, and you're rooting for all these characters individually. And that's why I really love this game, man. Again, I'm a sucker for a story-rich game.
No, wait.
We all need masks.
I love finding the expedition flags because those are kind of like your bonfire, quote unquote, where you can go rest up, upgrade your characters, change their stats, right? Can't remember clearly, but yeah, that is like quote unquote your bonfire, right? Every time you find those flags. The only thing that kind of bothers me with the whole flag system is once you touch the flag and then you come out of it, the game saves, right? So technically the only way to kind of save your game is by hitting a flag, and you don't technically have to rest, but you have to sort of like touch the flag and then come out of it. That's the only way to save. There's no sort of menu button in the game to save. So that did kind of bother me, especially when you're out on a world map and you see like a big world boss and you want to fight it, but you can't technically save. So you have to go back to the campsite, touch the flag. Once you touch the flag, you come out of the flag, and then you got to go to the bonfire, go to sleep, and then come back into the world. So that did kind of bother me, man. I really felt like they should have added like a save button on the actual menu itself. So that's the only thing that really kind of stood out as a quote unquote con, but it's something that doesn't really take away from the experience. But just be careful, okay? Because if you're out on that world map and you're flying around on SK, you'll run into this sort of like flying boss that kind of resembles like a dragon, but it has like a tower for a face. If you fly anywhere near that dragon, you will get pulled into it. And especially if you haven't saved in a while, you might get one-shotted. And then you have to start all over again from how far back you was previously. When you're out here on the world map, this is my favorite, I guess, exploration time, man, because I am currently in endgame. All right, I have beaten Expedition 33, and surprisingly enough, man, for $50 game, there's still tons and tons of in-game content to discover, and I truly love that. When it comes to flying with SK, you gain the flying ability right before the final boss fight. Okay, you have to fly over to the specific location in order to find this boss and face him. So SK gains the ability to start flying. So that's how he's doing this right now. And so flying allows you to pretty much fully explore the whole world map. And I absolutely love this. I mean, there's so much. This is the Endless Tower, and the name sort of suits it, man, because this seems to be sort of a gauntlet of just you fighting enemies, and there are bosses in this tower. So definitely look forward to that. You have this area over here, which I've already gone through. I think I'm going to make it into a separate video, the Crimson Forest, and then you got all this exploring to do when you're flying around as SK. So I truly love the fact that for a $50 game, when you think it's over, it's not. So I have the character screen up, and yeah, you currently see some characters up top. I'm not going to mention anything, man, because I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't gotten this far yet. But I currently have the screen up on Mael. Mael, man, she is just OP as hell, man. This character is just broken. Mael is just so godlike. It's insane. She is always in my party. I'm never getting rid of her. But what I wanted to showcase, man, was just the Pictos. The Pictos, I think, are an incredible system. Okay, because off the back, you can equip only 3 Pictos to each character. But what happens is when you equip the Picto and you win a battle with said Picto, I think it's like 4 times, right? You master that Picto. So the other characters can use their luminous points to equip that Picto onto them. So you're technically not equipping the Picto directly, but you're using your luminous points on each of the characters to equip said Picto. Does that make sense? I know it's a lot of information, but I'm telling you, once you get in the game and you start playing, you will get the hang of it. Excuse me. And there's so many Pictos. There's so many Pictos. I mean, as you're playing throughout the entire game, man, you'll start collecting stuff. My biggest recommendation is to explore. Explore every nook and cranny. You'll find all sorts of things. I found this Picto right here, man, called Cheater. I don't remember what area I found this in, but this allows the character to play twice in a row. Of course, I'm going to give it to Mael. Why not? You have Painted Power. You get this from beating, I'm not going to say, okay, but damage exceeds 9,999. Insane, right? Insane. And then Longer Shell. And there's just so many cool Pictos to play around with, equip, and really it's just like you kind of have a sandbox of different Pictos. And the game is really giving you the opportunity to sort of create your like godlike team. You know what I'm saying? I really love how in-depth the character customization is in this game, man. And I have so much fun just trying to figure out like, what should I do with this? I mean, this Picto right here, Second Chance, your character dies and it comes back to life with 100% health. Insane, right? Insane. I love the voice acting. I think each of the voice actors in this game did an incredible job. The only one I really know is Ben Starr. Okay, those of you that haven't been living under a rock, you already know who Ben Starr is. Ben Starr, one of the greatest voice actors, man, to just come out of nowhere, truly. I mean, the man has voiced Clive in Final Fantasy 16, for those of you that don't know. Okay, and he voiced Kazan in Berserker. All right, and now he's in this game, and whoa, what the hell? Going through puberty. He's in this game as well, and he's voicing one of the characters. I'm not going to say who. All right, don't want to spoil it.
What's your name?
Versa.
But it's like when Ben Starr is in a game, man, you know that shit's going to be epic. Bro, what the fuck?
Let me show you something.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that was dope as shit. I might have kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I won't say when that character comes into play. Okay, you'll just have to find out for yourself if you haven't played the game. Beautiful soundtrack, a beautiful soundtrack. I truly hope this game wins best soundtrack of the year. This song that's currently playing here on the world map, I think it's called Children of Lumineer, I think. I'm so bad with names. But I had this song just playing in the background with my headphones on, and I had to stop listening to it because I felt like it was just touching my soul, man, and I felt I was gonna start crying. That's how good the music is in this game. Not just this one piece of music, but throughout the entirety of your playthrough, you'll hear phenomenal music, especially in the battles. Bro, this shit. That's insane. And she's about to die. Look at this, man. Just a world boss just hanging around, just standing there. You run into stuff like this constantly when you're just exploring. I ran into a boss that was in the water just walking around, apparently. I did beat it. Yes, I know. But you'll find world bosses, I'm calling them like this, throughout the entirety of the world map. So I highly recommend you just go out and explore. I love exploring. You find all kinds of stuff like that. Just random world bosses. You'll find enemies just standing around like this right here. And it really is just like one big playground. And I truly love that. This is not a review, okay? I just want to make that point clear. This is not a review. This is me just ranting about how much I love this game, okay? I really hope this game wins Game of the Year. When the Game Awards happen later on, like December, like this game needs to win. All right, it needs to win something. And I really hope they continue this in the future, man, as far as like a sequel or something. Although it's kind of confusing because it's like, if they decide to make a sequel, they will have to make, I'm not trying to spoil that. So all I'm gonna say is there are multiple endings to this game, okay? And I really feel like if they make a sequel, then they will need to make one of those endings canon. But it's like, which ending would they make canon, right, to sort of push forward into the sequel? And would they even make a true sequel? Because that would indicate that Expedition 33 fails, right? Just saying. But I would love just more story on the whole background when it comes to the paintress and like all the, oh god, I'm trying not to spoil it so much, with the paintress and just everything that happens like in the game. I would love for them to expand on the world that you're currently in. I would love something like that, man. I don't know how they would make another game to follow. I just don't know. I have a few ideas that I think could work, but who knows, man, who knows. But that's going to do it for me. I will come out with more videos ranting about how much I love this game. I might just make a separate video on all my outfits too, because I love finding the outfits and putting them on my characters. I might make another video on just like a lot of the in-game content, which I currently have saved on my PC. I just haven't uploaded it yet. But when it comes to the actual Let's Play, I have recorded my entire Let's Play of this game is on my PC. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I have all the footage recorded. So that's gonna do it for me, man. I mean, let me know if y'all feel the same way about the game. I mean, I truly do love it. For all those haters out there that keep saying it's a turn-based game, there's no gameplay, yada. Y'all know what y'all talking about, okay? If I remember correctly, this game is on Game Pass, right? How much is Game Pass for PC? Like 12 bucks? So you can get Game Pass for 12 bucks and then experience this for yourself. okay? Because this game is more than just a turn-based game. You got dodging, you got parrying, you got gradient parrying, you got the gradient attacks. There's so much in-depth battle systems that a lot of people who are too just closed-minded to even bother and experience for themselves. And I truly recommend you experience this for yourself to know why so many people are loving this game as much as I do. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stop ranting. If you liked the video, go and leave it a like. Greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. And yeah, man, I'm gonna start posting some in-game content for y'all to enjoy. So I'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all stay safe. Take care. Peace.